We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New Orleans Saints.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
Starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got the first down here, and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll set up a throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. And he stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4. And now it's 4th down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
The ball carrier.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2? Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
This is fielded at the 7.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back 1st down pickups.
At the Steelers' 45-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 38. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3-and-out.
Down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
At the 24-yard line.
They run with Hines. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. It's complete to Brown, right side. The 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with no score.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
Hey, 50's a mic, 50's a mic. 6 man.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The tackle made.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Switch it.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
They begin the drive with McFarland. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Single. 55.
Back to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st down, Steelers.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Not much there, only a yard.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Back to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
43 in the mic. You ain't got nothing.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the 1st half, and this one number 5. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. McFarland running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this one is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
25-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll run here with McFarland. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 16-yard line.
Second and long. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a third and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short.
This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should fourth down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
McCann's kick up and good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Number 22.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll set up a throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Saints 31, Steelers 3.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right.
The pass.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 15 yards on the play, first down. Defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Pittsburgh.
They'll look to throw here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Brown. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
10 at the 42-yard line.
This is Hines. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And that'll go to cancel out a very nice return on the punt.
And that one was a hold. And I don't know what the percentages are between holding calls and illegal blocks in the back, but both of them go a long way towards wiping out nice returns.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45. And they will finally get it, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. He was 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there. It's the same case on that play. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Cameron Hayward coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Lutz is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
16-yard line.
Let's go, D. 70 Lion. Double time. 3 down.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Watch the pass.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for New Orleans, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll lose an